Welcome to week 2 of the Your Money Matters video series. I'm your host, LaKeshaWomack, and the author of the Your Money Matters Workbook series. This week, we are discussing the basic money management principle, which simply states, I will not spend more than I earn. Sounds simple, right? Well, we all know that if it were easy, everyone would do it. And in our society, statistics show that most Americans are spending much more than they earn. In fact, the average American does not have enough saved for an adequate retirement, nor do they have enough in cash reserves to handle a major emergency like their car breaking down or the loss of a job. So I think it's very important that we start this series off with the basic money management principle and to understand what happens when we are spending more than we earn. As I said it last week, there are 3 versions of the workbook. There's the adult version, there's the teens, young adult version, which is ideal for young people who may be working a part-time job or living away from home, as well as the kids version, which is ideal for young people who may be receiving an allowance or have a small amount of money to manage. Each of the 3 workbooks will focus on similar money management lessons each week. So this week, all 3 workbooks are dealing with the basic money management principle. And what I found is 3 things happen when people are not living by the money management principle. The first thing is they're not able to save. So often when I start the conversation about saving and investing, people start to tell me, I can't afford to save. I can't afford to invest. I don't have enough money left over. When in fact, you can't afford not to save. But before you can get to that point, you do have to have some level of control over your budget. And so that was one of the reasons that I wanted to have the weekly budget sheets along with the money management lessons each week, because so many money management books will give you these wonderful strategies about what you should and what you could do with your money. However, at the end of the book, you kind of find yourself wondering, well, how do I apply that to my situation? So it is my goal that each week, as you learn the strategies that we're reviewing, and you're inputting how much money you have coming in and how much money that you have going out, that you can start to see some patterns in your financial situation and you can start to make some decisions. I can't tell you what you need to do with your money or how you need to spend your money, but I think as you start to gain a better understanding of how your money is flowing, coming in, going out, you'll be able to make some decisions about what's important to you and how you want to operate going forward. And I think it is imperative that we start to teach these lessons to our kids so that they don't make some of the same mistakes that we've made. I wish I could tell you guys that I've never found myself, in a bad financial situation, but that's not true. Even though I worked as a licensed financial advisor, I still make some money mistakes. And these lessons in the workbook are not only based on my professional experience, but they're also based on some personal experiences, some things that I wish that I knew about money and want to share with you all. So back to the money management principle. The second thing that happens when we're spending more than we earn is that some of our bills are not paid on time, if they're paid at all. And we know that that has an adverse effect on our credit. If you only have $2,000 coming in each month, but your bills are $2,500, then that means that there's $500 that's not being covered each month. And what's probably happening is you're having some late payments or you're missing some payments. And, as you move forward in life, and let's say you want to buy a new car, then you may be able to get a loan for that car, but it may be at a higher interest rate. And so, we've got to get ourselves off that financial roller coaster. We've got to figure out, okay, do I need to earn more money? Do I need to cut back on some of my spending? What are some decisions that I need to make? And again, it's going to be up to you to make those decisions. I'm going to give you the tools over the next year to make those decisions and to figure some things out, but you've got to be the catalyst for that change in your life. The third thing that happens is you're not able to buy the things that you want. It may be taking a vacation with your family. It may be, that new car. And because your credit has been so messed up, you can't afford to get a new car. It could be that, you want to buy a new house, but you're not in a position to save money for a down payment. So, we're going to set some goals through this program and, start to think about some things that we want to do with our money. And hopefully that will give you the incentive to make whatever adjustments need to be made. But the first thing that we have to do is understand and start to internalize the basic money management principles, start to teach that to our kids, and really start to, live our financial lives according to the principle that we're not going to spend more than we earn. I want to thank everybody that is following along with these lessons. It's never too late to join in on this series. It doesn't matter how far along I get in the video series. You can always, go back to week 1, get your workbook. They're available on Amazon.com. You can order them directly through me, my bookstore, WePay.com/stores/LaKesha. And if you have any questions, a lot of people have contacted me directly with questions about their money matters because, some things you don't really want to post on YouTube or on my blog. And I totally understand that. I'll do what I can to answer your questions or to provide you with the resources that can assist you. And I want to thank all of the parents that have bought the workbooks and are working with them, with their kid, working through them with their kids. And, as you're charting your financial course or maybe recharting your financial direction, help your kids to get on a path to money management so that they don't make the same mistakes that we made, so that they understand that money doesn't grow on trees and they don't need to get credit cards or, take out loans for unnecessary things. Help them to become financially responsible. And lastly, I want to thank all the people who have contacted me about doing a money management workshop for their group. I'm so excited about some of the places that I'm going to get to visit in the coming months, and just to share the workbook series and to help more people to get their financial lives in order. Next week, we are going to talk about what happens if you are spending more than you're earning. I don't want you to feel like I'm beating up on, people who don't have their financial situations together. That is definitely not the intention. The intention is, like I stated earlier, to give you the tools necessary to help you to become successful. So next week, that's what we're going to talk about. If you are spending more than you're earning, what do you do? What happens? And I have something very exciting to announce, another tool that I think, may be able to assist you. So make sure that you tune in for week 3. And again, if you don't already have your workbooks, make sure that you get them through Amazon or through my bookstore. And if you have any questions, comments, concerns, contact me directly. Contact@LaKeshaWomack.com.